In this video, we all are going to know about the atoms and the different types of molecules and the particles. Hi friends, I am Subhan and you all are watching our channel Astronomy and Cosmology. So without wasting the time, let's get started. Whatever we see is made up of the matter. For example, right now you all are watching me on your mobile phone screens or on your PC screen. So that screen is made up of matter. I am made up of matter and you all are made up of the matter. Even everything which exists in the universe is made up of that matter, and that matter is further classified into the atoms because the matter is made up of the atoms. So this is the atom. Okay, so the atoms are the building blocks of the ordinary matter. I am using the word ordinary matter because there are different types of matter. For example, this is ordinary matter, this is antimatter, and this is strange matter. So, and there is one more, dark matter. So there are quite different types of matter, but the universe in which we all are living is made up of only and only ordinary matter. That's why I use the word ordinary here. So I can't use that matter is made up of the atoms because we don't know that what the dark matter is made up of. Is there really the atoms, or we don't know. So the atoms are very small, even we can't imagine how small the atoms are. So you can say that the size of the atom here, this is the atom size. Okay, so these atoms are not the end of the story because the atoms are also classified into various particles. I mean to say atoms are divided into many particles, and there are a lot of particles, but basically we consider three subatomic particles. These particles are electron, proton and neutron. So we all are going to know about these particles also in details in this video, but from that I want to give you a short image from which I can explain you that what we all are going to know in this video. So the first thing is the atoms. Okay, another thing is the subatomic particles of the atoms like electrons, protons and neutrons. Then we will understand fermions, quark, leptons, bosons, hadrons and Higgs bosons and a lot of particles, neutrino also. Okay, and I will also explain the string, and even I have made a dedicated video on the string theory also. So first of all, I am taking the subatomic particle electron. So the electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson in 1897. So you can see the picture of that scientist. He discovered that electron. Okay, so the electron is a negative charged particle, and you can see the mass of the electron here. Okay, and this electron is the smallest particle among all three subatomic particles. Okay, it is much smaller than neutron and proton. Okay, it revolves around the nucleus of the atom. So the next one is the proton. The proton is the positive charged particle, and from the proton we can learn that we should be positive. Our attitude must be positive. So it's another thing. So the electron, I have explained, the protons are the positive charged particles which lies inside the nucleus. This is the nucleus and the proton lies inside it. You can see these small circles are the proton. Proton was discovered by the Rutherford in 1886. And the last one is the neutron. Neutron is neutral charged particle. It doesn't have any charge. It was discovered by James Chadwick in 1932, and it lies in the nucleus. This is the nucleus and it is located near the protons. Okay, both the protons and neutrons have almost same size. They are having the same mass. I'm not saying exactly same, but approximately it is same, and the proton is 2000 times massive than the electron. So let us see the structure of those subatomic particles. So first of all, I am taking the proton. So the proton is made up of 2 up quark and 1 down quark. We will study what the quarks are in after some minutes. Okay, so let us understand the structure of the neutrons. So the neutrons are made up of 2 down quark and 1 up quark. And on the other hand, if I talks about the electron, so the electron is indivisible particle. It is not made up of any quark, it is independent. And on the other hand, the protons and the neutrons are the family. They are made up of many different particles. There is one more thing which I want to tell you, and it is very important and it's very amazing, that the most of the textbook says that the entire universe is made up of the matter. But it is only the myth. The reality is that only the 4% of the entire universe is made up of the matter. Other 96% we don't know what the universe is made up of. So how can we say that the entire universe is made up of matter? Among the entire 100%, only 4%. So the right to say that the entire universe is made up of the matter. So absolutely all the textbooks are wrong. Who says everything, each and everything made up of the matter only? And there is a little bit confusion among many peoples, and that is, some people think that the living organisms is made up of cells and the non-living organisms, non-living things, are made up of the atoms. But it is only the myth. Both living things and non-living things are made up of the atoms. The cells are indirectly made up of the atoms, because we know that our body is made up of the organ systems. Organ system is made up of the organs. Organs are made up of the tissues, and the tissues are made up of the cells. And cells are made up of the lot of molecules, and those molecules are made up of the atoms. So you all are, I am, and whatever you are, I mean to say you all are humans. So we all are made up of that atoms. I am made up of electrons, protons. Each and every part of our body is made up of electron, proton, neutron also. Okay? Quark are the very small particles, and they combine to form different particles known as the hadrons. Protons and neutrons are the example of the hadrons. Okay? And there are 6 types of quark: up quark, down quark, strange quark, top quark, bottom quark, and charm quark. Hadrons are of 2 types. It is made up of the baryons and the mesons. Baryons are of 2 types, the nucleons and the hyperons. The mesons are also classified into 2 types, the pions and the kaons. So another one particle are the leptons. Leptons are those particles which cannot be divided, which are the independent particles. The electrons and the neutrinos are some examples of the leptons. Here is one more thing which I want to tell you, and that is the composite and non-composite particles. So any particles which is made up of quarks, like the protons, neutrons, mesons, these particles are made up of the quark, the up quark, down quark, bottom quark, or any quark. Okay, so these particles are known as the composite particles. On the other hand, if I talk about the non-composite particles, so these particles are those which are not made up of any quark. They are independent. They are not indivisible. The another elementary particles are the bosons. The bosons follows the Bose-Einstein statistics, and they are of many different types. Basically, the bosons are classified into W bosons, Z bosons, Higgs bosons, gravitons, and gluons. And there is a very interesting thing about the gravitons. So the gravitons are the particles of the gravity. You can see he is Newton and he is Einstein. So the Newton described the gravity as a force. On the other hand, the Einstein described the gravity as a distortion of space and time. But the quantum mechanics, it is different from the relativity and the gravitational theories of the Newton. It said that the gravity exists in the particles, but if we look in the quantum mechanics, in the quantum level, the gravity is found into different particles, and those particles are the gravitons. So I want to tell you something about the Higgs boson. Even I can make a separate video of about 10 minutes on the Higgs boson, because it is a very interesting topic. Actually, it is a particle, not a topic. So the Higgs boson is an artificial particle which was created on the LHC of the CERN. LHC is the Large Hadron Collider. CERN is the European Corporation for Nuclear Research. This is a very great lab situated in the Switzerland. It is related to the particle accelerators. Okay, so the Higgs boson was created on an experiment. The experiment was done by the Peter Higgs in 1964. He was among with 5 physicists and they all were doing an experiment. The experiment was related to one question, and the question was that why the particles have mass. They didn't find a solution of that problem, but they created one new particles by using the Higgs field. So it is really an awesome particle. It is known as a God particle also. Actually, I was busy in my examinations, that's why I had not made a video on the September month, but I am free right now. That's why I made a video, and within 20 days I will upload the next video also. And I got the idea of making the video on this topic from Mr. Arshil. Actually, I was decided to make the video on the strange matter hypothesis. It is a topic in the astronomy, but further I realized that it is much better topic, the atoms. I will explain the strange matter hypothesis in next videos. Okay, so on which topic you want the next videos, please comment below and I will definitely try to make the video on that. So we will meet in a new video regarding to a new topic of cosmology. Sorry, not only the cosmology, I will try to cover some latest topics, some other fields of the science also, especially the physics. Physics is the main thing which I will always include it. Another things I am thinking to include is the technology, some facts of the universe, cosmology, physics. Okay.